Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Eric Voss, and this is a breakdown of the new trailer for Invincible Season 2. It's going to be dropping the first 4 episodes on November 3rd, and it's been well over 2 years since we last saw Mark Grayson working through his daddy issues with Omni-Man. So we are going to break down this trailer frame by frame to see if we can figure out what's in store for Season 2 of this incredible animated series. And don't forget to subscribe to our newest channel, The Break Room, where you can always find more awesome discussions and analysis of all things fandom. Also, SAG-AFTRA has informed us that entertainment journalism outlets like New Rockstars are allowed to analyze movies and TV shows. This video, not a paid promotion. We support the actors and the writers on their strike. Let's get started with the breakdown.
For some of you, it probably seemed like this day would never come. Maybe you're even wondering if you're ready for this. For what comes next.
You have no idea what I'm capable of.
Okay, we open on a graduation stage with the voice of Reginald VelJohnson as Principal V.N. Winslow saying, for some of you, it probably seemed like this day would never come. The setting is Reginald VelJohnson High School, and it's a graduation for the class of 2023. Probably a double entendre in reference to high school students yearning to just leave high school, and fans of Invincible Season 1 that ended in April of 2021 who never thought Season 2 would come. While the character of V.N. Winslow as Principal Reginald VelJohnson High School was established in the comic books, they actually got Reginald VelJohnson to voice a character on the show. It's one of my favorite things about this. And the name being Winslow, obviously a reference to the Winslow family on the show Family Matters, of which Reginald played the dad, who was always trying to make Steve Urkel the kid who his character in Die Hard said, "I shot a kid." Right? It wasn't just a wholesome TGI Friday show. He was trying to murder Steve. Anyway, Mark's girlfriend Amber, voiced by Zazie Beetz, looks over at the empty chair next to her. Mark has been flying through the city as Invincible and is missing his own graduation. It looks like Atom E, voiced by Gillian Jacobs, is sitting next to her. We get a shot of Invincible seemingly after defeating a bunch of magma knights. These creatures have been known to work with Doc Seismic, who we'll see later in this trailer. And Invincible then gives us a menacing line reading of, "You have no idea what I'm capable of." Okay, on to the next clip.
I didn't know who he was.
Steven Yeun's name, he's obviously the voice of Invincible, flashing across the screen here, and we see what might be Mark standing in city rubble in front of a giant screen that shows a still picture of Invincible. Sandra Oh's name flashes on screen as her character Debbie Grayson, Mark's mom, says, "I didn't know who he was," tears streaming down her face as she looks upward toward the sky. We next get a look at the villains, Magmaniac and Tether Tyrant, as they rob a bank. Magmaniac can control lava, and yeah, it is lava, not magma, because when it's above the Earth's surface, it's lava. And Tether Tyrant can control these 30 tendrils that spawn from his chest. Both of these henchmen are associated with the villain Machine Head, who we met in episode 5 of the first season of Invincible. And then we're introduced to another villain, Doc Seismic, as they gleefully destroy a tall standalone building with their quake powers. The advanced gauntlets on the wrists gives them the destructive quality. In fact, you can actually see them clanking together as they fall. Want to max out Max? Get Disney Plus Plus? See all of Peacock's feathers? Make Netflix? Okay, I don't really have a good one for Netflix, but if you want to make sure you're getting full access to your streamer's content library, you need ExpressVPN. We use ExpressVPN all the time at New Rockstars. Here's an example. We want to watch a specific scene from The Fellowship of the Ring, which we can't because it doesn't show up here. But with one click, ExpressVPN tells Netflix we are in Italy, and Netflix tells my brain I'm in Middle Earth. It's one VPN to rule them all. If you run out of stuff to watch in Italy, ExpressVPN lets you set your location to any one of the over 90 countries. That way you can just pop over to a new one. To find your new favorite show, no passport required. ExpressVPN works on your phone, laptop, even smart TVs, so you can watch your shows from the comfort of your couch or on the go. And it's super fast, so there's zero buffering. No wonder ExpressVPN has been called the best VPN of 2023. ExpressVPN is a must-have. Make sure you go to expressvpn.com/newrockstars. You'll get an extra 3 months of ExpressVPN for free. On to the next clip.
I don't fight friends because I would win.
Never apologize for saving lives.
There's only one way this kid goes back out there, and that's on a very short leash.
I'm just happy helping people.
You know people try to kill us every single day, right?
I don't care how old he is. He needs to go down now.
Maybe if you trained more and complained less, we could get back to saving lives.
Next, we get a montage of the names and voices of some of the incredible characters we met in season 1 of Invincible, including Seth Rogen's Alan the Alien, who says, "I don't fight friends because I would win." And we actually saw him in the season 2 teaser trailer that they put out back in January, if you remember. Invincible battles the Immortal in the sky at night. He's voiced by the incredibly talented actor Ross Marquand, who's also known for his ability to imitate voices. He, of course, played the Red Skull in Avengers Infinity War and Endgame and in What If. And he's also provided the voice of Ultron in What If and the Sentries in Multiverse of Madness. In Invincible, he's also the voice of Rudolph Rudy Connor's robot's clone. We hear Amber say, "Never apologize for saving lives," and Walton Goggins as Stedman, head of the Global Defense Agency, tells us that he thinks Mark should be kept on a very short leash. We see Invincible fighting Doc Seismic at the top of a pyramid, and then we get this shot of Invincible flying toward a red portal in the middle of the city that appears to be a gateway to a much larger city somewhere else. Doesn't look like an alien or a futuristic city, but it could be a look into this IP's own take on the multiverse. More on that in a minute. We also get a look at Adam Eve getting ready to unleash her powers, and Invincible beating up on his old friends, the Mahler twins. And after a flex of all the incredible voice talent they've already had on the show, we see what's coming next for season 2 on to the next clip.
Make him pay for what he did to your world.
Welcome, son of he who slayed my husband.
I am a normal human superhero.
I wish he was dead too, but not for your sake.
Kill first, ask questions later.
Viltrumite against Viltrumite. That has not happened since the Great Purge. You should have died at birth.
Okay, we're shown a mega list of the voice talent that will be new to this season. We know who a few of these folks will be playing, but most don't have their characters listed on IMDb. We at least can make some guesses and tell you where you've seen or heard everyone before. Let's do it. Chloe Bennett played Quake in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. The hilarious Rob Delaney was the iconic Peter from Deadpool 2 and just showed up in Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. Luke MacFarlane, who was awesome in Bros. Jay Pharoah from SNL. Rhea Seehorn from Better Call Saul, who finally got her much-deserved Emmy nomination this year. Khary Walgren, a voiceover actor with a metric ton of credits, including Rick and Morty and Star Trek Lower Decks. This is probably her saying, "Welcome, son of he who slayed my husband." She could be playing the comics character Anissa, who was teased at the end of season 1. Shantel VanSanten from The Boys, Cliff Curtis from Avatar: The Way of Water, Calista Flockhart from Ally McBeal and Supergirl, wife to Harrison Ford. Scoot McNairy, the winner of 2023's Most Fun Name to Say award, is actually listed on IMDb playing King Lizard, a character from the comics. It actually kind of sounds like him saying "kill first and ask questions later." The Lizard League, his Cobra-like evil cabal, was already teased back in season 1. Freaking Lea Thompson from freaking Back to the Future. Camden Coley, a young actor who's appeared in Abbott Elementary. Peter Cullen, the voice behind Optimus Prime in The Predator. He plays a character we see later in the trailer who says, "Viltrumite against Viltrumite, that has not happened since the Great Purge." Not sure if this voice is a comics character or not, but he might be part of some Viltrumite council. The Great Purge doesn't appear to be a big event in the comics canon, but the Viltrumites do seem to be working toward a goal of purging weaker species, so this is probably something they've done in the past. Maybe one group of Viltrumites purged another one who they thought would be weaker or inferior. Either way, it looks like the show will give us an expanded or different history than we got in the comics. Tim Robinson from I Think You Should Leave and Corn Cob TV fame will no doubt be doing some hilarious shouting on the show. Eric Bauza, an amazing voiceover actor who does the voices for most of the Looney Tunes in their recent cartoons. Sterling K. Brown from Black Panther, who played Killmonger's dad. It sounds like him saying, "Make him pay for what he did to your world." Reports say that he'll be playing the comics character Angstrom Levy, a mad scientist who opens up the multiverse. Kirkman has said that the multiverse will play a role in the second season. Tatiana Maslany, the legendary She-Hulk attorney at law. Daveed Diggs from Hamilton, that's probably him saying, "I wish she was dead too, but not for your sake." I don't have any good guesses for who Diggs might be playing from the comics, so if you have any, let us know in the comments. Ella Purnell from Yellow Jackets. Lincoln Bowden, another young actor who has been on 911 Lone Star. Josh Keaton, the voice of Peter Parker in the Spectacular Spider-Man. Paul F. Tompkins, a legendary stand-up comic whose voice you've probably heard a bunch of stuff like BoJack Horseman and Jellystone. Ben Schwartz, who provides a voice for Sonic the Hedgehog. It sounds like his voice saying, "I am the normal human superhero." My guess is that he'll be playing the comics character Shapesmith, who was teased back in season 1. Micah Aliling, another kid actor with only a couple of short films listed on their IMDb. Cleveland Berto from the Terminator movie. And finally, Phil LaMarr from Futurama, Pulp Fiction, and Mad TV, a bunch of stuff. Even with all of this great voice talent, at Comic-Con, Robert Kirkman revealed that 2 actors who turned down roles for the show were comedian Connor O'Malley and Bryan Cranston, but he didn't reveal who either of them were supposed to play. And so our trailer ends with the confirmation that J.K. Simmons is returning as Omni-Man, complete with an incredibly devastating line that one can only assume he's delivering to his son Mark. Hey, I want to thank our team of writers, including Brandon Barrick, Gina Ippolito, Jordan Morrison, and Erica Wusu for writing and researching this breakdown. Please subscribe to all 3 of our channels, and you can support me on all socials at EA Voss, and you can support us by grabbing some merch at nerdriot.shop. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.